Hey everyone, this is Sunlock24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now, I do think that I need to do some of those puzzles, but as soon as I get done with the video, I think I'll give them a try. But anyways, today I'm going to be trying a deck that I found online. The deck's actually way better than I thought it'd be, although I did change a couple of things because the way it was being kind of cloggy as I was playing it, so I did change it a little bit. And yes, it is another zombie deck, and I'm going to do several zombie decks because the zombie archetype is actually one of my favorite ones, and in real life I played zombies for like forever, and I think whenever I played it, I got a ton of copies of Il Blud, and whenever it came out, it was like at 125 or 150, and even at that price, I think I was getting several copies of it because I did enjoy the deck, and I had several versions of it, and I didn't want to switch them out, so I did ended up getting a ton of them, and so I ended up playing it for a really long time, especially when Zombie Master came out and Il Blud and all those. So I do enjoy zombies a lot, and that's the only reason I try to get the Gozukis. Hopefully we get the Misukis here soon, and when that happens, this deck is going to be completely insane. Especially if we get the Zombie Master and maybe some Pyramid Turtles. But anyways, for today's deck, I didn't come up with it by any means, and I did find this online. It was I can't remember what the website was, but it's like the primary website that comes up whenever you search out for Duel Links on Google. And the deck runs 3 Gozukis like any other zombie deck. Gozuki's completely amazing. It's extremely insane at what he can do and the combos that you can pull out with him. You can otk with him and like 2 other zombies. So you always have to run the Gozukis. 1 Red Eye Zombie Dragon. You just run it because it's a zombie. It's a 24 attack beat stick. 3 Il Blud. The deck there's a primary card in the deck. It can do a ton of things, especially when you combo it off with Gozuki. 2 Heavy Knight of the Flames. The actual deck that was posted was running 3. However, I only had the 2, and it still works extremely good with just the 2. 2 Goblin Zombies, and 3. Well, the original version was running 3 Supervise. I decided to kind of tone it down a bit and run 2 Supervise because it seems to be really cloggy, and you were always getting multiples of it. So I brought it back to 2, and now it's working extremely well. Running 3 enemy controllers. Its enemy controller doesn't really need any explanation. It actually is one of the key cards that starts off the combo because you can tribute off the you summon the Gozuki, activate the effects, and a zombie monster to the graveyard, activate enemy controller, tribute the Gozuki, special summon a zombie from your graveyard, and at that time you have one of your zombies and one of their monsters. And then if that other monster is over 2,000, that's an otk by itself. Then I'm running 1 Escape from the Dark Dimension. The other deck wasn't running it. So Escape from the Dark Dimension is actually really good, and I'm thinking about putting it at 2. Or maybe taking out another Supervisor, or maybe taking all these Supervisors and just put Escape from the Dark Dimensions, because they are it's completely insane. Whenever you activate Gozuki's effect, you do have to remove a zombie. So you can bring most of the time what you want to do is remove an Il Blud, get it remove it, and then whenever you remove it, you special summon a monster for Gozuki's effect, and then you can bring the monster you brought back that you removed with Escape from the Dark Dimension. And then the other trap cards are Mirror Walls, and Mirror Walls you do need because there's really no way to go or defeat anything that's over 24 attack. Unless it was special summon, you can get rid of it with Heavy Knight of the Flame. But other than that, if your opponent summons a Blue Eyes like really early in the game, you do kind of struggle until you get an enemy controller or a Mirror Wall. And the deck's doing extremely well. I'm not sure if it's that my opponents I really don't know how to play or what it is. But let's go ahead and get into the replay so you can judge for yourself. And currently I am trying another version. I'll show you at the end. that'll be the video for next time. I'm calling Platinum Rank 4. Alright, so the first one against a Paradox brother. And he was running, what was he running? I think he was either running Notorious or maybe some Dragon deck. So I set the Goblin Zombie and then just wait. Oh yeah, he's running Phoenix. And this was a tough match, but I think he misplayed. So he attacked, get the Goblin Zombie's effect, activate effect to get an Il Blud. And here I could already do an OTK, but I decided to just wait and get his Phoenix out of the way. So I just ended the turn. And I was hoping he'd special summon or activate the Fire King Avatar's effect, or activate an island. So he does do exactly what I was hoping that he'd do, is to send the Phoenix to the graveyard so I can go ahead and enemy control it, and then attack for game the next turn and activate the Gozuki's effect again. And here he's like really low already. So Sacred Phoenix comes on, I can tribute my Gozuki to take control of it, activate Gozuki's effect, get special summon the Il Blud. And he wild tornadoes, which is going to end up destroying his Phoenix anyways. So I summon the Il Blud, and then next turn I can go ahead and second summon Il Blud, activate effect, summon the Gozuki, and I could have extended a little bit more if I wanted to. However, I thought he probably had 2 Kuribos, but he only ended up having 1, so I didn't extend as much. Alright. This is against Notorious, and I think that against Notorious, it's a little bit of a 50-50 because most of the time they are running beatdown, so they kind of get scary with their attack. But as long as you have protection, you shouldn't have any problems with it. However, you do have to watch out for the bug, which you don't want to. Every now and then you don't want to mirror wall because it triggers for this guy. To your stack beetle. Right, so I summon Gozuki, activate effect, send an Il Blud, and I do have a return, so I go ahead and attack anyways. I did wanted him to activate Rush so he can go ahead and waste it. Activate Gozuki's effect to bring out another Il Blud. He does have enemy controller, however, so it ends up going into defense. So he goes against gets Pumpkin and a Beetle and activate Beats down. Go ahead and attack. At this point, activate Escape, so he wouldn't attack me with a Pumpkin. He did attack with the Beetle though, and I Mirror Wall, so that kind of sealed the game, and I do pay for the Mirror Wall because I don't have anything else as a defense. And that enemy controller the Gozuki, take the Pumpkin, Gozuki's effect activates. I can go ahead and summon the other Il Blud. So Gozuki's completely insane. And the Il Blud effect is just it's really good. Alright, against another Seto Kaibo. I think this one was just running a standard dragon deck, I think. I'm not entirely sure. And I always enjoy going first, especially when I have a Goblin attack force. Or a Goblin Zombie, not Goblin attack force, a Goblin Zombie, because I can just search for a card for free, basically. And then attributed, get a Goblin Zombie for the attribute the Il Blud. Activate the Supervise, get the Gozuki, send the Gozuki, activate Gozuki's effect. Get the Heavy Knight. And then try to attack for game, but he did have an enemy controller. But I still have, I was sitting good because I did have a Supervise, and if Supervise gets destroyed, I'd still get the Il Blud, and I can do the whole thing all over again. and so he did end up surrendering. So because once Supervise gets sent to the graveyard, you can special summon another normal monster. So you basically summon Il Blud again, and then you second summon it your next turn, and then you can get a Gozuki and do the whole thing all over again. And the thing that I like about the deck is that even if you waste a lot of cards, you can make up for it with Il Blud's effect, or with well, not with Gozuki because you special summon from your hand, but Il Blud gives you a ton of advantage. There's Gozuki again. And there I was thinking about just tributing for the Gozuki, but I decided against it because I didn't want to waste that many resources, because I didn't know what he was playing. Go ahead and tribute so he doesn't destroy my my heavy knight. Then Gozuki's effect activates. I can go ahead and get an Il Blud out. And second summon the Il Blud, activate effect. Get the Gozuki back. Gozuki's effect activates, and another infantry, and then he Michisudas for I don't know why he Michisudas, but he does send another Gozuki to the graveyard, so I can go ahead and summon an Il Blud again, and still was able to attack for game. So I think I'd highly recommend that you do try to get Gozukis, because they're I mean they're amazing, and you can do a ton of OTKs with it, and there's a ton of combos that you can do with it. I think that most likely going forward, Konami might hit it because of all the things that it does, and it just makes 4,000 like out of nowhere. And I do think that most likely will get hit in the next list, or maybe not, because they haven't touched Notorious. Notorious can make 4,000 really quick too, and this zombie deck is really combo heavy, so maybe restricting it to maybe 2 might hurt it a little bit, but then again, you run the Goblin Zombie, so it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know, but I think it is kind of insane, and I can only imagine how insane the Red Eyes deck is, since it's so fast and you can do a ton of things, which I'm gonna be exploring with the Red Eyes deck, hopefully for the next video, because seeing how insane Gozuki is right now, I think it'll be even more insane with that Red Eyes deck, and I wish I had the insights, but unfortunately I don't, and so I really can't do the full powered one. So I think that's gonna be it for today. The deck is completely insane. I do highly recommend it. It is something that you can play in like Platinum 4 or 5, even Legend maybe. You can battle with the best of them. I'm not sure how it will go against ninjas. I haven't encountered them yet, but the Phoenix, if you go against Phoenix, as long as you outsmart your opponent, you should be fine. Notorious, it's you can most of the time force the rushes out, and then they won't be able to defend themselves, and you do run 3 Mirror Wasps, but you do have to play smart with the deck, and you do have to try to push them when you can. But overall, the deck's amazing. There's really not much else I can say about it. I do highly recommend that you do try it if you have the 3 copies of Gozuki, and maybe try your own versions, and let me know how it goes for you in the comments below. But I think that's gonna be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And I hope that if you do enjoy my content, that you do subscribe. I am trying to go ahead and improve my videos also. I do have all that set up, ready to go. I just have to figure out how to use it, and I just haven't had the time for it. Hopefully during this upcoming Labor Day, I'll have some time to go ahead and set it properly and figure out how to use it, and maybe do something next week. But as for this week, I'm completely I'll be completely busy for the rest of the week, so I don't think I'll have time to to set the microphone up, figure out how to use it, figure out how to mix both of the sound and the video together. But again, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video, and most likely it'll be that Red Eyes. And like I said, if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and do subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.